The government announced daily COVID figures yesterday: 249 new cases and 138 discharged within the 24-hour period. Concern is rising that despite fixed prices by the state for face masks, some retailers are far exceeding the set rate. Official price is 215 baht for 50 clinical masks. That's just 2.5 baht each, making them affordable to all. However, media reports indicate that greed combined with demand has seen prices in some cases nearly triple, despite no shortage of masks whatsoever. Private hospitals will in all likelihood be allowed to sell vaccinations over and above the government's schemes. This according to the Health Minister. However, drugs will, of course, have to be pre-approved for use by the Food and Drug Administration. If available, those hospitals will likely be competing in price, and supply will become their key issue too. Public vaccinations are set to begin soon, perhaps as soon as next month, if the drugs can be fast-tracked for approval by mid-February. Most have already been approved in Western countries, which makes the process a lot faster. Initial treatment will be for frontline workers and those over 60 or with underlying illnesses that can be exacerbated by COVID. In other news, Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Chakri Sirindhorn was admitted to hospital after a fall this week that saw her injure both ankles. Known to Thais as the Princess Angel, Her Royal Highness is one of the hardest working royals here and is revered by most. Following treatment, she's been advised not to carry out public engagements for 2 months. However, renowned for her determination and commitment, it's likely that we'll see her back in public much sooner. In our own region, 2 Navy crew members on Thailand's aircraft carrier failed COVID tests at Sattahip Navy Base, seeing orders for 500 local tests to be carried out, and according to Thai PBS, all 273 crew on board have been quarantined. Chonburi province reported 20 new cases yesterday, mainly in the Sriracha area, and related to previous cases that spread from staff at a local brewery and a bar. Banglamung reported 0 cases, which includes Pattaya. However, it has to be remembered that weekly as opposed to daily figures are a better gauge of the situation, as numbers can only be based on the numbers of tests actually carried out. Bus and van terminals in the city are very quiet. This as many have already left the region, following the provincial regulations to combat the virus. Unlike last time, this time Thais know more or less what to expect, and it's thought that the majority of those who are either unemployed or facing such have moved to their rural homes already. As listeners will note, COVID is taking its toll on Fabulous 103 too, with advertisers closing their businesses and as a result, our station operating on an almost zero income. We're working on plans to keep us on air throughout the epidemic, and we hope that you will support us in our efforts. Our tiny staff is now on minimal income. However, the cost of running a station 24 hours a day is surprisingly high, and over the past 10 months has managed to eat all of our savings. We're lucky. We have 0 debt, but as is the case with many, we're having to look at different ways to generate revenue. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep social distancing. And the Met Office promising highs today of 29, dropping down to 17, and a windy day. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.